Welcome back, folks, to the Hearthstone Arena. When we last left off, we'd drawn the various cards in our arena run, and I ignored the opportunity to get a third Fiery War Axe, I ignored the opportunity to get a Slam and some Cleave cards, and instead I picked things like Battle Rage, and Bouncing Blades, and a Dancing Swords. But I do have an Argent Commander and a Ravenloft Assassin, and a War Golem. I'm not discounting late game, even if it's just a War Golem. So, let us, without further ado, see how this deck does. That's a fair few pirates in it too. Let's queue for an opponent. Maybe I'll get beyond 3 wins. Although with this deck I'm not entirely sure. It does have a fair amount of early game. The late game is a bit lacking in actual strength. The Ravenloft Assassin is, Ravenhold Assassin is pretty good. Keep saying Ravenloft. It's not Ravenloft. It has found an opponent. I hope so, anyway. Here we go. A worthy opponent. Hello, Druid. How are you? And there is my Arcanite Reaper. In fact, there is a hand in general I just want to get rid of entirely. Execute is no good in my starting hand. Actually, it might be, but I'd rather pull one of my 2 Fiery War Axes. What am I... There is one of them! And there is the South Sea deckhand. Ooh, that's good. Greetings. How are you, sir? That is not a bad, thing at all. You have a minion! It's only going to do 1 damage, though. I'm not bothered about that. I'm just going to wait. I could draw the weapon now. Drawing the weapon now reduces 1... I'm going to save the coin. The coin could be used later. It's a 1-drop minion that does 1 damage. He's got a hero power, hit me for 2. That's not going to be any problem. Unless he has a Wisp or a Moonfire in his hand, there's not much he's going to do now. Or a target dummy. So now I pull out the weapon. And hit this in the face. Fiery War Axe. Got to love it. And then the Acidic Swamp Ooze. Well. That was, unfortunate. Oh well. Well, I got a 5-drop. I'm just a bit surprised that I called that. I suppose with all the weapons going around that people have picked those things especially. Ooh. Is there going to be a Defender of Argus in my future? I think there might be. That's not good. I think Coin Silverhand Knight is probably my best bet here. Yes, I think it is. Coin Silverhand Knight.
Ready, sir.
Now regretting that I didn't keep my weapon. Do you have a Sun Fury Protector or a Defender of Argus? Or... You might have one of those.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
I'm glad I have that execute. Pretty glad I have that execute. Unfortunately, the execute's not going to help me that much right now. I could use the Iron Beak Owl. I could use Battle Rage at this point. But I really needed that weapon, really. Silencing it will make it into a 4/4, which means he won't trade with me. Actually, I kind of want him to trade. I kind of do want him to trade. If he trades, then I can just execute it. It's a bit greedy, though. Silencing it's not going to do very much, it's just going to reduce its stats by 2, so I think I'm actually going to play the Dancing Swords. I'm going to armor up, and we're just going to hit face. It'll actually incentivize him to hit the Dancing Swords. And if he hits the Dancing Swords, then I can execute the 6/2. Or I can actually draw a weapon and then use the South Sea deckhand. That's a swipe. And then you'll hit the 4/3? There we go. And he gets a card and a River Crocolisk. I think that Acidic Swamp Ooze kind of spelled problems for me. Ooh, am I actually going to have to Argent... am I going to have to Argent Commander the 6-2? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's silly. We just execute that. And then we play the Dark Scale Healer. Healing myself for 2, and leaving myself with a board that he can't just wipe out with what's on there, unless he silences the Ancient Watcher. Which is an option. He could have a silence in there. Yeah, but playing the Argent Commander would have been silly. It would have been very silly. So there is Ascension. I wish I had a Mind Control tech, but that was not presented to me as an option. There is a Thralmar Farseer. Not a particularly great card to see. Not a particularly great card to see. If I want to kill that, I'm going to have to use the Argent Commander. I'm going to have to use it. And if I hit there... The thing is that I can't use Battle Rage here to gain a lot of... I could actually. Use Battle Rage now, draw 2 cards. It's not terrible. If I pick the Spider Tank and armor up... Ooh, I could... No, there's not much point there. 2 and 2. I won't get much for the 1, will I? I won't get much for the 1. I think it's best to throw him off Farseer here. There's not going to be a good opportunity to play it otherwise. I got 2 cards out of Battle Rage, and no weapon. I was kind of hoping for a weapon, so I could then equip the weapon and run the South Sea Deckhand into the Senjin. It was a bit of a hope. Considering the fact that I have 3 more weapons, though, I'd hope to see them. Savage Roar. Is there a Savage Roar in my future? There's a Claw. You're intent on killing the Thralmar Farseer? Ooh, he's got a Cogmaster. And a Jeeves! Oh dear. Well, that's a bit counter to what you wanted to do there, but... Ah, and then you hit that. Bouncing Blades would be nice now. Like, Bouncing Blades and the Pyromancer would be really nice. That is a Shattered Sun Cleric. Not quite what I wanted. No, it's not at all what I wanted. This is really bad! I can't dump my hand very fast at all. I suppose I've just got to start playing things. Play the Mech Warper. Play that. I could play the Korkron, but I'm probably better off buffing this. And I've probably lost. If he's apologising, he probably has Savage Roar. The first card in his hand? Swipe. Fair enough. That dies. And... that dies, drawing him another card. I imagine he'll trade the 3-2 in for the 3-3. Unless he has another card he can use instead. I really want Bouncing Blades right now. Or the Pyromancer. I really wish I picked that Cleave card now.
You shall not
A Shield Bearer. It's gonna work. It's going to work. There is a War Golem. It's a little late. I have 4 weapons in this hand, and only one of them have come out. I could play one of my charges. Not really much I can do, because he's got 3 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage. I only have 7 damage on board. So I could kill that. It's probably the best bet I've got right now, unfortunately. Using the Argent Commander, it leaves a body still on the board. So kill that. I don't have a actual weapon with which to get the South Sea Deckhand to charge. So generally this went pretty terribly as soon as the Acidic Swamp Ooze came into play on turn 3. To be fair, if I'd have coined it out, I'd have lost the coin and the weapon. And that would have been even worse.
I must safeguard.
Ooh. Keeper of the Grove.
May my
And a Tauran warrior. This is the time when you really wish you had Deathwing. This would be the time you really wish you had Deathwing. But I don't. I have a Dread Corsair, with no weapon to use it on, but I'll play it, if only that it gives me actually more time to survive. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll kill that. And then we'll armor up. This, however, is pretty much done. I've drawn none of the other weapons, except the one right at the beginning, and generally the deck fell apart as soon as I lost that Fiery War Axe. I lost the momentum there, and he ended up with a minion on the board, and I had nothing, unfortunately. Pretty terrible so far.
What to do?
There's not too much for you to consider, Mr. Druid. You can easily get through that 3-3. Well, actually, you'll lose at least 2 minions doing that. Or at least one if you run the 2-3 Crocolisk and then Jeeves in. And he's going to armor up and hit that. Yep, that's a good way to do it. Then you can Hobgoblin and a Haunted Creeper. I would say this is not looking good. And he got another card. I've not got a card yet from Jeeves. Ah, Gnomish Inventor. What do you have for me? Let's have a look. A Death's Bite. Actually a weapon. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm actually going to armor up rather than play the South Sea Deckhand. It's not going to do much good, unfortunately. He has 3, 5, 6, 8 damage on the board, and I have 17 health. Well, at least that 2-1's going to die from that. He's probably going to clear. No, he's just going to go for face. I don't blame him. It's a lot of damage there. Let's think about this. There's not a way I can actually deal with this properly, is there? He's pretty confident I've lost, though. He's right, but... Let's think about this. Let's think about this. So I can hit that into... There's too much damage on the board. There's too much damage on the board. I can't actually clear enough to actually survive. Because I can go up to 10, but anything I hit will reduce me down. And he's got 3... That'll die. So, ignore that. 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. Maybe not. Maybe not.
What
Maybe
now?
not. I might not lose. I might not lose. We then hit that. We armor up. We play a weapon. And then I hit this. And then I hit that. I've not lost yet. And it's drawn me 2 cards. The game is not over yet. Unless he has a Starfire. That's not good. It's not great. It's not great. However, let's think about this. Well, we might as well see what's in there. We have actually lost now. There is too much damage on the board, so let's, out of curiosity, figure out what's in here. Hey! It's a burly Rockjaw Trog. Well, we'll just play this. And concede a match lost.
Well played.
Well played.
And that's done. You don't need to play any more cards, you've already won.
I strike.
You could have easily won with what was on the board, but fair enough. So that was the first match. horrendously lost. It was all went downhill when that swamp ooze appeared. Let's go again. Hopefully I can win at least one match with this deck. It's got a good amount of card draw. It's got a decent staple of mid-game, well, early-game minions. The mid-game's actually a little lacking. Perhaps I should have picked that Chillwind Yeti. Death's Bite got some use. With an Arcanite Reaper, perhaps it wasn't the best choice. Hello, Thrall.
For Doomhammer.
That is not a good starting hand. Well, the Mech Warper's okay, but not the 5-drop. Ooh. Spider Tank. Can't say no to a Spider Tank. Especially if I get a hold of a 1-drop. Greetings. That is not a 1-drop, and it's not an axe. You're going to coin something out on turn 1, I get the feeling, Mr. Shaman. Or that is a 1-drop. You could not coin anything out. Or you could have Dust Devil. I'd actually be in serious trouble if you played Dust Devil. I mean serious trouble. Let us see what he does. And I missed. An Elven Archer. Wasn't expecting that. Let's just play the Mech Warper. So that's 1 damage to the face. He's a 30th of the way there to defeating me. You could have a Lightning Bolt, but I do actually have a decent option for a drop, if that survives. You're going to hit it. And then you're going to play... Ooh! Ooh. That did not go so well. That did not go so well. I like the idea. I definitely like the idea. Ooh, that is a good drop. Thank you, Fiery War Axe. Get to keep my minion alive. Next turn I get to play the Spider Tank and Armor Up. That's good. Do we have another Acidic Swamp Ooze? Is there another one? Or a Bloodsail Corsair? Or a very early Harrison Jones? Well, you couldn't even Harrison Jones if you wanted to. Oh, hello, Deathlord? Deathlord, eh? Deathlord. I'm actually tempted at this point to Shattered Sun Cleric. Or Thrallmere Farseer. Actually, that's a clever plan. Let's Thrallmere Farseer. What I'm thinking is if he doesn't attack a Thrallmere Farseer, we can deal a lot of damage to him. I'll leave that 2-2 alive. I want him to trade into it. Basically, the plan is buff the Thrallmere Farseer with the Shattered Sun Cleric, because he'll run into the 2-2 Mech Warper and kill it, hopefully. And then... Hello, Shade of Naxxramas. Hello, Forked Lightning. Ooh. Ooh, that was unfortunate. He is going to trade. That was a little unfortunate. However, Spider Tank. Hit this, and then armor up. Couldn't expect the Fort Lightning there. However, that is 2 overload, which means he only has 3 mana this turn. Next turn, we can Arcanite Reaper. Or we can Warsong Commander and Shattered Sun Cleric with a charging Shattered Sun Cleric. That's a good option as well. He can't kill that with unless he runs the 2-3 in there. Hello, Spider Tank. I could get a good opportunity to get something nice on the board. War Golem would be nice. War Golem would be lovely right about now. I think the option here is hit that, run my Arcanite Reaper into that. So let's see what we get. What do we get? Hey, hey! That is a result! And now we're going to hit this. That was a result! Charge, minions! I knew there was a reason I picked them. Not for Deathlord, admittedly, but they're always useful. We're one Fork Lightning away from another cleared board. I actually would not mind Lightning Storm here. Lightning Storm would not be a terrible result. Hello, Mogashan Warden. Hello. Ooh, I have a silence. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start buffing my minions up. So we play this. We silence this. It can now charge. And I think, to be honest, if it can kill something with 1, it can kill something with 2. Basically, Lightning Storm will deal 2 damage to everything minimum. So we actually trade this out. And then we hit him for 2. Because Lightning Storm will kill all that anyway. Because it deals 2 to 3 damage. So if he has Lightning Storm, they'll all die. And I'd rather trade out the board at this point. I'm hoping that he doesn't have something that just deals 1 damage. Like a Flesh-Eating Ghoul would not be good right now. But I think if he had one, he'd have already played it. The Arcanite Reaper was a nice sight to see, but not as nice as that Argent Commander. That was some fortune there. And today's card is Fen Creeper. That is going to die. He's coining something out. Lightning Storm? Ooh, is that Hex? Ooh, that's Hex. We can get some good value out of the Shattered Sun Cleric. We can also get some great value out of Battle Rage right now. 3 cards. Yes. What we're going to do is we're going to run the Frog into there, and then we're going to execute it. Then we're just going to armor up and let these hit him. The Frog is otherwise not going to be useful at all. So why not use the Shattered Sun Cleric? You don't see much Shattered Sun Cleric these days. Generally fallen heavily out of favour. Back when it was the, there wasn't Naxxramas, there was a fair bit of that card around. Fire Elemental! That is going to get shield slammed. That is going to get shield slammed. Yep, there we go. Shield Slam. And we'll play the South Sea Deckhand at this point. And in fact, we're just going to hit him with our weapon at this point and equip the next one. There we go. I think we've won this one. Nice steady board control out. He could still clear everything. He could still clear everything. He could have Swamp Ooze and anything, but it doesn't look like he does. He doesn't look like he does. What is that card? Ancestral Healing. Yeah, I'm afraid that's done. Well played, sir. Well played. 1 win for me! Got some good value out of Battle Rage there, too. Hooray! And when we come back, folks, it's 1-1. Hopefully we'll be able to recover from that slow start with the Acidic Swamp Ooze and move on to higher, loftier goals. So I'll catch you later, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.